let's see if we're ready to put our two new skills together. Notice here, I have some parentheses, okay? I have numbers being multiplied by those parentheses, so I'm gonna be able to go ahead and distribute, okay? But then when I distribute, you're gonna see that I'm still gonna be able to simplify a little bit farther because I'm gonna have some like terms, all right? So let's take a look. First, I'm gonna distribute. So notice, I'm gonna treat this as like pretty much two separate problems. So that's gonna be one problem, and that's gonna be another problem first, okay? So first I'm gonna distribute. So 5 times 2x, that's 10x. 5 times negative 3, positive times negative is negative. 5 times 3 is 15. Okay, now I'm distributing. Look, careful here. What I'm distributing is a negative 4, okay? Not a 4, a negative 4. So I'm doing negative 4 times 3x and negative 4 times 1. So negative times positive is negative. 4 times 3 is 12. This is 3x, so it's 12x. And negative 4 times 1 is negative 4, right? Again, negative times positive is negative. 4 times 1 is 4. Now, I'm all distributed. Notice I have no parentheses, which is great news. But now I'm going to combine my like terms. I have this term has an x. This term also has an x, okay? This term does not have an x, and this term also does not have an x. So let's do some math here. This is 10 minus 12. Okay, so let's see. I actually have more negatives. Look, I'm going to write it out. This is super annoying, right? We don't want to actually write this out. But I want you to just see it visually one more time. I want you to be able to imagine this in your head. Because the first question you're going to ask yourself is, are there more positives or more negatives? And what you can see in this case, since this number is larger, there's more negatives. So what am I going to have left over? I'm going to have negatives left over, right? So when I combine 10x and 12x, it's going to be negative something. Negative what? How many more negatives are there than positives? Well, look, there's 10 positives. So each of those 10 positives is going to cancel out a negative, and there's 12 negatives, right? So there's going to be 2 negatives left over after I cancel out 10 of them. Okay, so 10 minus 12 is negative 2. That's negative 2x. Okay, now I have these other like terms, negative 15 and negative 4. This is 15 negatives and 4 negatives. I'm going to have no positives if I draw this out, which I'm not going to. I'm going to have a bunch of negatives and a bunch more negatives. Nothing cancels. Let's combine them. These are all negative signs. So 15 negatives and 4 more negatives is a total of 19 negatives. Okay. Notice here, I'm combining negatives. The rules about multiplication are irrelevant here because here I'm not multiplying, okay? These are the rules about multiplication where a negative times a negative is a positive. That's when I'm multiplying, right? That's when I saw when I was distributing. Here, I'm not multiplying, I'm just combining. I have 15 negatives over here and another 4 negatives over here. Okay, that's my answer. Notice there's no more simplifying I can do. There's no like terms, there's no parentheses. Let's do one more example. Here, okay, careful. You're distributing negative 3. Okay, I'm just bringing down this 15. I know it's tempting to do this math first, do 15 minus 3 and get 12 and then multiply. But this is an order of operations thing, right? We don't subtract first, we multiply first. So we're going to multiply first, then we're going to do our addition and subtraction. So look, I'm going to just bring down this 15. Okay, now this, negative 3 times 2. Negative times positive is negative. 3 times 2 is 6. And because this is 2x, this is 6x. Okay, negative 3 times 7. Negative times positive is negative. 3 times 7 is 21. Do I have like terms here? Yeah, I do, right? This 15 is like terms with this negative 21. Notice when I underline, I'm catching that negative sign. This negative 6x does not have any like terms here. So I'm going to just bring down the negative 6x. 15 minus 21. I ask myself, do I have more negatives or more positives? I have more negatives. My bigger number is negative. How many more negatives do I have than positives? Right? I have 21 negatives, and I'm going to take away 15 of them because 15 of them get canceled out with these positives. So this is basically 21. Take away 15. Okay? And what you can do, if you're using your fingers, you can just say, okay, 21. Let's see, how much more is 21 than 15? You can go 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 6. And there's my answer. Your turn to try this out.